host remains if it West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about a variety of items. I'll be talking about how to use the electronic inset burner. It's something like this. A lot of people don't know that we have what they call an electronic inset burner and how you can be able to use it. This is something that is very nice and is very helpful. You can use it to kind of upgrade or modernize your spiritual practices, and it's a nice thing to do. I'm going to be telling you about it. I'll be talking about the misconceptions of not pricing spiritual items as well. So let's go quickly into it. What you see here is a kind of electronic inset burner. We use this for burning certain kind of incense, resins, incense that you don't want to, that cannot be converted. You don't want to change them into another format like a stick form. You want to get the natural flavor, and you want to get the full benefit of the resins. Sometimes when we convert natural enzymes into incense, we lost some of the value. By the time they process it into something like sticks like this, you would have lost some of the essence that is much needed to get it to this way. You have to mix with the other things, and may not be 100% effective. So sometimes there are some insects you cannot just use in stick format like this. You want to get them in the natural states. A very good insect is frankincense. Frankincense, this is it here. Those people that used to be Christians like me, if you used to go to Catholic church, or if you walk into any Catholic church, what you will notice that they have a kind of I've forgotten the name, kind of insect they spray. They have one thing that the priest will carry, the pedophile priest always carry around in a chain. Then the altar boys will be behind him. It will be puffing smoke around the church. What they are doing, they are actually burning frankincense to purify the church, to chase away negative energy or negative spirits. In fact, they are the only negative spirits there. They want to chase others out so that they can have the full authority to mess up your life. So before every Catholic procession in every Catholic church in the world, what you will see is that you're going to see a pedophile priest with an insect and a chain that will use to go around to start the mass. They will use this to blow around the church. Then after this, they're going to follow it up by spraying of so-called holy water, which is simply just salt and water that they mix in their pedophile altar. They spray on you people. The essence of them doing this is to purify the people of any bad spirit, to make them feel good, to relax their minds, to make them susceptible to whatever trash, lies, or BS they are going to be talking in the church that day. So some people that are seriously plagued, they are depressed, they are miserable, they are sad. When they go into this church, they perceive this frankincense. It will make them to be more relaxed. It's going to make them feel relief to some certain extent. So these people will think that it is the power of the church that is making them to calm down. But they don't know that it's simply frankincense, which is a natural insect resin that does its work on your body. When these people, after the church service, they have dropped all their money, they go back, the same problems is still waiting for them at home. So that doesn't make any sense. You yourself, you don't need to go to church to take advantage of frankincense. You can buy it and buy your insect burner and be burning it at home. Okay, it's very good for body. This frankincense is very good. It is the most expensive and best insect in the world. Okay, frankincense is very powerful. It purifies your blood. It does a lot of work, internal healing in your body. It helps to improve your blood circulation. It works well on the mind, cleanse your mind, cleanse your head, balance your chakras, purify your spirit. It does so many powerful things for the body. And makes you feel good. So it's one of my best insects. I always buy this. You can get natural ones from Ethiopia, Somalia. Those are the main headquarters of frankincense in Africa, but you can also get them in Northern Africa, in the part of Southern Africa as well. They sell it everywhere nowadays. Okay, this one I got from Nigeria, and you can buy them. Then you buy your electronic insect burner. In those days, we used to have this type of insect burner. This one, you're gonna buy a coal. They call it some kind of Indian coal or something. You put the coal in fire, let it turn red. Then you put it here. Then you put the insect on top. Then you allow it to burn. Or sometimes they put it here too. But if you don't want to be using coal, you don't have that time, or you don't want the soot to be darkening your house or something, the best thing to do is to buy this type of thing, this electronic insect burner. You buy this one, and you put your frankincense here, put some here on this place, and you plug it to electricity, and you just let it do its work. Okay, so it's very effective, it's very nice thing, and it comes very useful. But the only problem is that we have some that are fixed, low quality ones. Like this one now, I bought this one online, but this one is not of good quality. Normally, you're supposed to see a button here that will indicate on with a red light, so that when you plug it to electricity, it will show there is power. This one does not have that red button, and this one, the designs are very, very inferior. They are very light. This thing is not going to last. But I just want to show you guys here that there are some that have good qualities. There are some that are fake. So this one will obviously going to be returned, okay, because it's not going to last. But I just want to show you guys that there are something like this. A lot of people don't know we have electronic insect burners, and they can be very, very effective. And you can use them for your spiritual work and spiritual processes, okay. So they are not that expensive. This one is about maybe $20-$30. It's not up to that, but if you want to buy, make sure you buy one that is have good quality, so it will last long. The only problem with this thing is that it uses electricity, so if you use it all the time, your electric bill is going to be a little bit high, because you are using heat energy, just like you're using iron to iron clothes. So that is the only drawback. But if you can manage it, it's something that you're going to love using, especially with frankincense. It's going to turn your house into a temple. It feels like paradise. This thing is something that you can easily get addicted to. So I just want to show you guys this stuff. And if you're interested, you can buy it online. I don't sell it, okay? Don't come and ask me you want to buy electronic insect burner. I do not sell it. Find it online and buy it from any good place. Buy it by yourself and start using it. Then what I really want to talk about today is the misconception many people have of not pricing spiritual products. In African spirituality, there's this misconception that if you items you want to use for spiritual work, you should not and must not price them. And it's not good to price them. You should just go to market when you want to buy. If the seller tells you any price, you just pay. Who told you you have to do that? For me, that is sheer stupidity. And this is what happens, you're going to find in African spirituality. A lot of traditionalists, this is what they say. That's why I say we have a lot of people in African spirituality that do not think very well. They don't use their brain. Many of them are just copycats, plain old stack illiterates, spiritual illiterates, semi-illiterates, and just wicked and stupid people. When you come into African traditional spirituality, you're going to find some of these people. One of the misconceptions is that as you go into spirituality, if you want to buy spiritual product, you go to the store, they just tell you price, you pay, and you take the item, you don't argue, you don't quarrel. And this is a misconception, is that first of all, it is very, very wrong, commonsensically. Okay, what is happening now is that people are susceptible to mischievous behavior. The notion that you don't price spiritual items, it is not for every time you want to buy them. It is for specific works. Okay, not all spiritual work. There are some kind of spiritual work you want to do. maybe you want to make peace with some people, or maybe you want to do certain things, you will have specific instructions. Maybe the dibia or the deity will tell you that the items you will use for this particular rite, you should go to the market, you should not price them. If they just tell you this, just buy it. The essence of them telling you this is that for this particular rite, they don't want any kind of energy that will bring argument or chaos into the rites. Okay, they don't want any sort of arguing, they don't want any sort of bargaining, so that whatever they are doing will go smoothly, will go straightforward. Okay, it is not for every rite. Okay, so I don't know where some people just pick this up and just generalize it to every time you want to buy spiritual items. Okay, this is a major misconception. For new people that are coming to African spirituality, you go and meet these our traditionalists, this is exactly what they are going to tell you. And this is a major loophole whereby they used to scam people and defraud people. Now, what you're going to find that when you go to any market, you want to buy spiritual items, when you ask them how much they're selling this, the next thing the person will be calling outrageous prices. Price that is way above the market price. They will just call one outrageous price for you, expecting you not to bargain. And most times the new people, they will not bargain, they will just buy it like that. This is a major way for them to know that you are a new person to spirituality, because new people, they have told them and they just behave this way. Even when I started practicing African spirituality, I did not price, but when I see what is going on, I started pricing and arguing and even shouting and fighting at some of them, over insulting them, because a lot of spiritualists and sellers, they take advantage of this to defraud people. Okay, this is the plain truth. They take advantage of this. When you go to the market to buy spiritual items, they already believe that many people have this mentality. So once they just see you, they will just be increasing price for everything and expecting you to pay, not to argue. And this doesn't make sense. So as a sharp person, as an intelligent person, I saw that this doesn't make sense. So I started pricing things. When you get tired of paying unnecessary stuff, you start asking people what is really going on here. And I also asked the spirit too. So the spirit told me to use my common sense. And since then, I've been using my common sense. So when I go to the market, if you tell me a precious price, I price every spiritual item very well. So when you start pricing items, they will know that you are not a new person to the practice. They will know that you are an old school person, and then they will respect you. Then sometimes I also talk aggressive to them in a way, because when some people see you for the first time, maybe they have not seen you, they are shocked before. The next thing you touch this item, they call this price. You touch this item, they call this price. Sometimes you don't know when you're going to get upset. Sometimes I get upset and start shouting, how about which level? How come your things are very expensive? What is the meaning of this? You start questioning them. When you start being aggressive to them, pricing everything, they will think that you know the stuff, or some will say that this guy is a bad person. He wants to use his stuff to do bad things, or he's practicing evil aspect of African spirituality. Is not polite. So they get afraid of you. And they will still sell the stuff to you. They need money, so they will sell the stuff at the normal price for you. So please, this misconception of not pricing spiritual items, it is over the top. It is not true. Imagine there was one time we want to buy ram. We went to the market. The guy just see us. He just called a very outrageous price. But even me and the person that went, we shouted. He called, that time was about some years ago. He called white ram. We asked for white ram. He was calling 250,000. This is a ram that is not supposed to be more than 80,000. We got upset. We priced the ram to about 120,000, and we bought the ram. Some people will not price this kind of thing. He already believes that you want to buy white ram, they can just call any price. He knows that you want to do it for spiritual work, but it doesn't make sense. The spirits, except they give specific instructions, they will still accept the ram. They will demand for white ram. The main thing is that you buy the ram with your money. You did not go and steal the ram. Okay? And when you are buying that RAM, you should buy it at a reasonable price. Just because you want to do spiritual work doesn't mean that you are going to sell your cars or all your money in your bank account to buy RAM to do. That is stupidity. Okay, that is sheer stupidity. You apply common sense to things that you are doing. Okay, so that notion that you should not price spiritual items is a fallacy. Okay, I price a lot, I argue a lot. In fact, if I go to a spiritual shop, I always question the people that sell. If I see stuff I don't see before, I ask a lot of questions and I touch a lot of things. The people, when they see me there, most times they get afraid of me, because they know that this person is different from other people. I'm not afraid to go into the shop and touch things and talk about things. Many things people will not want to touch, they don't scare me. I talk about them, I price them very, very well. So, and nothing happened, I still buy them, I still use them to do my spiritual work, and it works very well. Okay? So please, that misconception, that mentality of saying you do not price, I price, so you should price. This thing also affects me because me, I sell spiritual items. Doesn't mean that you should come and be pricing my items or undervaluing my items too. If I give you price, I give you price. My own situation is that when you're doing your work, you need to have a certain value to your items, to your work, or to the things that you are producing or you are delivering to your service. You need to add value. The value depends on the work you put into it. Okay, it depends on what you think that you deserve from getting from this thing you are selling. Okay, some people might sell their stuff very expensive. Maybe somebody might sell this stuff $5,000. Somebody will also sell it $500. The same thing, you will see these services. Okay, some people believe that what they are selling is worth this kind of amounts based on their own mentality, their own intelligence and calculation. They have a vision, they sell it that way. Some other people believe that the amount I'm selling is also what I deserve. So me selling my products, the way I sell my products is based on that too. You come to Africa, you see people charging some spiritualists. So if a priest, they charge people $5,000, $10,000 to initiate people into African spirituality. People pay. People come from America, white people, people from Caribbean, they pay this money. They come, they spend a lot of money. They will fly down to Africa. These native doctors will take this money from them. Not only that, you're going to pay air tickets, of course. You're going to pay for visa. You're going to rent an hotel for the duration. You'll be buying food every day. And these people that will take them to a river, probably a dirty river, bath them there, do some humiliating thing to them, take alcohol and charcoal, drink it, spit in their face. At the end of the day, they sold them one very cheap Ankara Adore, and they give them a certificate that they have been initiated. This certificate says that you are now the Olarora or Gomusho of Udwaga Kingdom 1 in this piece of paper. The people are very happy. Then they fly back to America and wherever they come from and tell people, I am now a priest of Ifa. I am now a chief in Africa. I am not this, I am not that. This is their vow. And they don't teach them anything. They don't know anything. They are still stupid. Nothing has changed. But they are happy to go through this experience. My own case, same thing people will do. I do more than that. I don't charge that kind of money. I tell people, come to my program. I charge you $600. Sometimes I charge a little bit more, depending on what you want. I will tell you this. You don't go through this process, but you're going to know a lot of things. You're going to benefit a lot of things that will actually change your life and move you forward. I don't care if people are charging $5,000, $10,000 and doing nothing for you. Those people is their own belief. Okay, my own belief is different. Okay, it's what I think my program is the price I choose so that I can reach out to a lot of people as possible. A lot of people can have access to this knowledge, can have access to my program, and the knowledge can easily spread far and wide, and people can actually understand what is going on. So this is my own value. So when I tell people I charge this, you cannot price it. If you feel that you don't have value, you go somewhere else. This is how I pay myself. This is how I also finance some part of my operation. When I want to start this process of doing spiritual work, I ask the spirit, how do I get paid? Because I don't want to do anything that will not align with the with the message I am sending. I don't want to offend them. I don't want to make it look that I take advantage of using African spirituality to be making money. But I still need to get paid. I still need to finance this operation. YouTube it's not paying us anything. Yeah, so I've asked them. What they told me is that I need to pay myself. Okay, they told me nobody gets the ancestors. They don't pay you. It's you that will pay yourself. Okay, you are doing a service to humanity. You are here already living. You are grateful to being alive. Oh, did somebody pay you before they create you? Nobody paid you to well, you are here now. You have to be grateful for being alive and for having this experience. And for even walking the earth, I am grateful for all these things. I am happy to be here. And I believe I have a purpose to be here. At the same time, I still need to live life. I still need to enjoy life. I still need to do things. Now they say money is power. I need to find a way to balance all these things together in harmony. So they told me that you have to pay yourself. Whatever you feel that is due to you is what you request for. They didn't tell me what I need to do. So I need to find a way to pay myself. I need to charge people something that is commensurate with what I think that is okay for the services I will be offering. Okay, so I started charging people. Same thing I do. I charge people $50 for consultation. There are people that charge $5,000 for consultation. Of course, people they say they're celebrities, spiritualists, people in Hollywood. Same thing we are doing, same thing I'm doing. They're also doing the same thing. So I view myself. I see my situation. I see this. If you charge people too much, you're going to chase them away. That is one thing. And the kind of money you charge will give the impression of what you have to people. So for me, it doesn't make sense for me to come here now. Even if I know I know that I'm doing something that have very high value, I cannot be overcharging people for my services or for my products, because people will run away when you do that. And you cut yourself from certain class of people, which is also a good thing too. But if you really want to reach out to a lot of people, you have to be able to come down to a certain level where you can see eye to eye with them. Okay, so the kind of services, the kind of things you ask should be reasonable. For me, this is the way I see it. I can decide to say, okay, I want to charge $5,000 for teaching people. I may get clients, maybe there will not have many as this. I will get students, but maybe 1 or 2 students. People can still do that too. People can say, okay, I want to be charging people $2,000, $3,000 just to do one spell. There are some people that I see on news, they're charging people $10,000 for spell. I was asking, what kind of spell are they even doing? Are they raising people from the dead? It was outrageous to me. So in this kind of line of work, you pay yourself, and you have to have a reputation, good reputation. If you overprice yourself out of the reach of so many people, you will learn the lesson of doing that. If you also undervalue yourself, you will learn the lesson of doing that. If you say, okay, I choose to be doing free services for people, you will also learn the lesson for doing that. If you say, because I sell spiritual products, I will just be increasing the price outrageously, you will learn the lesson from doing that. So you are here to learn lesson. The spirit will not interfere with how you choose to live your life. It's your own free will. So when I go to shops to buy stuff, you tell me outrageous price. I tell you what I can pay. If you don't agree, I walk away. This is why I live my life. We don't worry. I go to the next shop and I buy the same thing for the price that I feel is commensurate with the products. This is the way we live our life. Okay? So please, this is a misconception of saying that you should not price spiritual items. It is BS. Don't allow some kind of stark illiterate to just be deceiving you. Please, price. If you see the person, the thing have value, you pay the money. If you want to also help the person too, you can still pay the money. And as far as it does what it wants for you, it's okay. There are restaurants you go, you can buy a meal for $5. You can also buy a meal for $500 at also a restaurant. The same chicken that they will cook in one restaurant, the same chicken they're still going to eat there. It's just the same class and level, the way you price yourself, you pay yourself in life. And life goes on. So this is why I see it with this pricing thing. I price a lot of spiritual items, so I will not lie for you. For new people coming to the practice, you need to know about this thing, and don't let spiritualists deceive you. There are cases whereby some evil spiritualists will even go to the market to say they want to go with you. They already plan with the sellers of the items to inflate prices. So when they see you, they just inflate the price, and then you pay, and then they go back to share profit with the seller. They do this a lot, especially when they're the ones that say you should go and buy ram, buy goods. They will like to follow you to the market. They already plan with sellers to inflate prices so that they can make more money from you. Or some of them will say that you should give them the money to go and buy the item. Many funny things happens. Okay, so many funny things happens, but if you feel that the person can be able to do the work, the money is okay for you to pay, you trust the person, you can do it, and stuff like this happens. Okay, so you need to know, but you need to know what you need to know. So this is my take on this issue. I'd like to know about your own opinion. Questions or comments are welcome as usual. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. Tell people about the channel. Share the channel. Do not hide the channel. This is your one-stop place to learn African spirituality. If you want to learn, I teach it here from the ground floor. You're going to learn a lot of things here. I explain things very simple. I make it very easy. I make it cool so that you will know what is happening. You will not be afraid of it. And people cannot deceive you, cannot hoodwink you, cannot manipulate you. If you are somebody that is watching this channel, you are going to be very, very informed about African spirituality. You are going to be very, very updated. Okay, I don't beat around the bush. I don't talk about nonsense star constellation that does not concern us. I don't believe in all those shit. I believe in koro face-to-face approach, common sense approach to real life situation, real life issues. This is the way it should be. Things that bother us every day. How we can be able to improve our life with this knowledge and move forward. This is the way I approach it here. So I believe this is the best place you're going to learn. You can learn from me. You can also go and learn from other people. Test the two water. Know the difference. Some people have come to my channel. They watch me. They go to other places. They see the difference. They still come. I don't waste your time here. I don't beat around the bush. Okay. So please register. Join my program. Support me. Don't come and be pricing my stuff. If you think you want to come, I don't negotiate. I give value for my products. I don't tell you the price. I need to tell you again. Part of the money I get from this, I use it to support the African spiritual research I'm doing. So when you buy from me, think of it that you are supporting me. Okay? You are supporting me. You are supporting African spirituality. You should see it like that. So your money is not wasted. Your money is not abused. It is not misappropriated. So you need to support me. Okay? If you are not supporting anything, support me. This is the best place you need to be. Okay? It will help me grow. It will help African spirituality grow. You will see value for your money. And our future will be better. Okay? If everybody know African spirituality, all these fake spiritualists cannot deceive anybody. All these useless people, these spiritual mixologists, they cannot be able to scam people anymore. If I know this, you know this, your children know this, who are they going to scam? Who are they going to be telling all these lies, all this? There's no way for when knowledge is sitting on the room. Ignorance cannot, you can't see ignorance anywhere. Ignorance will fly away, darkness will fly away when light is there. Okay? This is the light I'm trying to bring with this channel. So when people have understanding, know what is going on here, these evil people, these scallywags, these witchcraft, these dirty spiritualists, these winches hiding under African spirituality, they cannot hide, they will all be exposed. Okay, I'm going to expose all of them. I come here, come for their markets. I will for the market for all of them. So many of them don't like me naturally. And guess what? I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So please support me. So make this message feel reach every part of the earth so we can transfer this knowledge. My brothers and sisters in America, Latin America, Europe, you're watching me. Please support me. Buy my products. My products are quality products. You will get value for your money here. Okay? You will get value. That is one thing you're going to know with me. I will not sell you fake stuff, and I will not tell you what is not. I will not tell you what is not working. Okay? You will get quality stuff from here. You're going to get the real source on this channel. So apart from that, I thank you very much, and I wish you a very wonderful day as usual. you want to do your spell work or X's, Sparks, or the whole 9 yards, you can contact me. And my book on quantum office African spirituality is still waiting for you. I will never get tired of talking about it. So apart from that, I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you in the next video as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.